Colts snapped a 6-game road losing streak last week in Chicago while winning their 3rd consecutive game.
It's about finding a way to have one more point than the other team at the end of the day. See if we can do it for our 4th on Sunday.
Today, they try to make it 4 in a row, but they'll have to stop Baker Mayfield's explosive Cleveland attack with the injuries beginning to mount.
The guys who can play are going to play, and they're going to play well. There is no other alternative mindset.
It's the Colts and the Browns in Week 5. We get you ready next in the Blue Zone. And you are looking at First Energy Field in Cleveland, home of the Browns and the nearby Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, where the Colts hope to keep their defense tuned up in their toughest test of the season to date. Hello again, everyone. Welcome to the Blue Zone alongside Chris Hagan. I'm Chris Widlick. It is Week 5 of the NFL, and the Colts look to keep that momentum facing a feisty Browns team that's putting up points like there is no tomorrow.
Yes, indeed, Chris. 2 teams humbled in Week 1, but since then, not a loss between them. Each of them 3-1, trying to keep those winning streaks alive today in Cleveland, and that's where we find our Dave Griffiths. Hey there, Dave. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris and Chris. Just a stone's throw away from Lake Erie, and should be perfect conditions this afternoon for football. Mid-60s, overcast for sure, but just a little wind and no rain. Can't ask for much better as the Colts and Browns are set to kick off here at 4:25 this afternoon. And it might be the premier matchup in the NFL this Sunday. It's the only game featuring 2 teams with better than 500 records, 3 wins each of the first 4 weeks of the season. For the Colts, they've gotten there with not exactly light up the scoreboard offensive football. It's been an efficient offense between the 20s, don't get me wrong, but that defense has been the standout, allowing 11 points or less now 3 weeks in a row, all of them wins.
I don't even keep stats about that. So we just go out there and play. I mean, my team needs to make a play. They need me to go over 100 yards, need to go over 200 yards, have 20, 30 yards. Whatever it takes for us to win, I'm able to do that.
I love Hilton's attitude, especially in his contract year. We're all still waiting for that breakup game and his first touchdown of the season.
No doubt about that. Hey, one last time, let's check in with our Dave Griffiths over in Cleveland. Dave.
Hey, Chris, we'll get the inactives list 90 minutes before kickoff, but let's look back at Friday's injury report from the Colts so we get an idea of what we will see on that inactives list when it comes out. Obviously, 2 players we know will be on it are Anthony Costanzo and Darius Leonard, both ruled out this week. Then some more trouble in the linebacking core beyond Darius. Anthony Walker, a questionable designation today with an ankle injury. Better news for Bobby Okereke and EJ Speed, thumb injury, elbow injury for them. They both practiced in full Thursday and Friday, so it's very likely we will see them both on the field. But out of all those names, in spite of Darius Leonard being the one guy who's your all-pro on that list, Anthony Costanzo absolutely stands out. The Colts are 2-10 all-time without him in the lineup since they drafted him in 2011. Chris and Chris, back to you.
Thank you, Dave. Good point, too. This game, to me, it's a complete toss-up. Colts GM Chris Ballard has put his faith and his team's money in the trenches. This game will be won or lost there. If the Colts can pressure Baker, and if LaRaven Clark can hold his own at left tackle, the Colts are going to win this game.
Well, I'll go the other way because I don't want Odell Beckham Jr. calling me a hater. I think the Browns have too much offense. I think the Colts are banged up on defense. I think you're going to miss the maniac. I think you got guys banged up. And as Dave was talking about the issues perhaps with Costanzo not being there, I think the Browns win this in a close one.
Ouch.
Don't at me if I'm wrong, okay? For Dave Griffiths, JoJo Gentry, Mike Chappell, Stephen Holder, and Chris Widlick, I'm Chris Hagan. Thank you for watching. Enjoy the game. We'll see you next time in the Blue Zone.